Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something that's, well, it's a bit of a paradox in the modern workplace. The more available you are, the less valuable your time actually becomes. So let's explore how pulling back a little can seriously boost your personal and professional worth.
So let me ask you this. Are you that person who replies to an email within seconds? The one who always picks up the phone on the first ring? Yeah, if you're nodding along right now, you might be shocked to hear that this habit, which feels so helpful, could actually be working against you.
You see, this whole thing has a name. It's called the constant availability trap. And it's this subtle but really powerful force that, let's be honest, we've all fallen into, thanks to the hidden costs of our always-on culture. Think about it, right? All our tools, Slack, Teams, email, they've kind of created this unspoken pressure for us to be instantly responsive. A fast reply feels like you're being productive, like you're dedicated. But what's the real cost here? It's often invisible, but it's steep. And this is where it gets tricky, because there's what we think is happening, and then there's what's really happening. On one hand, yeah, we think we're seen as responsive and a great team player. But the hidden cost? It's brutal. You've got constant interruptions that just shatter your focus. You end up spending your entire day just reacting to everyone else's needs, not your own. And the big one? Your time starts to get seriously devalued. And all of this, it leads directly to something we can call the worthless time effect. Let's break down exactly how giving people unlimited access to you starts to chip away at your value.
Okay, think of it like this. Any rare resource, gold, diamonds, whatever, their value comes from the fact that they're scarce, right? Now just imagine if gold was as common as sand on a beach. It would be worthless. Well, the exact same principle applies to your time. When you make it seem like it's an infinite resource, its value just plummets.
So every time you jump on that email, every time you immediately answer that ping, you're sending out this powerful subconscious signal. You might not even realize you're doing it. It's a signal to your colleagues, to your clients, that your time, your focus, your priorities are all less important than theirs. A signal that your time is worthless. I know, it's a harsh word, but it really gets to the heart of it. When anything is always available, with no limits, no boundaries, we subconsciously start treating it like it has no value. You are literally teaching people to believe your time is an unlimited commodity, free for the taking.
Okay, so that's the problem. But don't worry, there's absolutely a way out of this trap. And the solution is really powerful, even if it feels a little counterintuitive at first. It's all about harnessing the power of waiting.
Let's just flip the script for a second. What if the key to being seen as more valuable isn't about doing more faster, but about being strategically slower? What if the real secret is actually being a little bit less available? And this is where we get into this fantastic idea of a strategic delay. Now, let's be super clear on this. This is not about being rude or just ignoring people, not at all. It's a conscious, professional tool you can use to signal your value and to set up some healthy boundaries. At its core, it's just about having respect for your own schedule. All right, so this all sounds good in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you start putting this strategic delay into practice and, begin teaching people to respect your schedule?
And here's the most important part. You are the one in the driver's seat. You have the power to teach people how to value your time. And the lesson plan? It's pretty simple. Just deliberate, strategic pauses.
So it's really just a two-step process. First, you introduce that pause. Look, I'm not talking about ignoring a 5-alarm fire, of course, but that question from a coworker about a report that's due next week, that does not need a reply in the next 30 seconds. So instead of jumping on it, you create a gap. Maybe you only check emails at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And step 2, that wait time does the teaching for you. It forces the other person to realize, oh, right, their time is a finite resource. They're busy with important work. They learn to respect your focus time. And you know what? When you start doing this consistently, when it becomes a habit, that's when you really start to reclaim your own personal value. Let's talk about the incredible benefits that come from owning your time. I mean, the payoff here is huge. You'll gain so much more respect because people see your time as something valuable. You'll get these incredible blocks of focused time to do your best work, and that naturally leads to your own perceived value, both personally and professionally, going way up. But maybe the best part? You finally shift from being reactive, just putting out fires all day, to being proactive, where you are in control of your own agenda. So look, if you take just one thing away from all this, let it be this. Your time is your most valuable, non-renewable asset. You can't make more of it.
Simple as that. The moment you start treating it with the value it deserves, everyone else will start to follow your lead.
So, I'll leave you with a question to think about. Right now, at this very moment, who really controls your time? Is it you, or is it your inbox? The answer to that question? Well, it can change absolutely everything.